We're at the epic bike park Leogang. Start hut, first World Cup of the year. Excited. Yeah, this dirt looks sweet at the moment. Yeah, I think it's good that it was brand new last year, so it's had time to bed in a little bit. It'll be a bit better this year. Rail the outside and just, but that top ledge is nice as well, isn't it? I don't think there was as much dirt before it, was there?
Yeah, it's definitely looks like perfect right now. It's like grippy, so I'm sure it'll change a lot though. So last year it got bomb holes and ruts. It was actually sweet. Like the whole top section was really good last year. I liked it. It was hard, but it was good. Hopefully not as wet as last year, but not dry either. Like it should be good. Make it interesting in the woods and the roots and stuff, but the dirt will be good. So
you can set up, but I'd like to go tight so you don't do off that shitty drop and then just turn. You just blast through them, don't you? Those last four. Wasn't quite as much as a turn out, was it? I don't think.
I think if you hit that rock, you're just gonna launch.
Yeah, you'll go straight. They started doing the work on Monday. We're now on Wednesday? Thursday? Wednesday? Yeah, it's actually baked quite hard, some of it, where they've done like new little lips and stuff like that, but this was part of the track last year. Got big holes in this bit. This one gets real tricky. It's a massive berm here, so it looks sick. Everyone comes in flying, does a big jump here, fly, but then it gets really awkward down there, so it's all about setting up back here. Oh yeah, there's loads of times to be made up top. A lot of straights, like that first fast straight, there's a little four little whoop section, and when you're actually riding that, it takes loads of speed away from you. So if you can work out how to get through that pretty good and maybe jump and manual last one or something like that, you'll carry a lot more speed. And it's all about that average speed, keeping it up. If you could that big fast turn, almost like turning just inside it a little bit so it doesn't like shoot you around as much. Might not be too bad getting a little bit out here then, because then you'll hit that turn to keep you up to the right.
I think inside's the one, dude. You reckon? They've taped it like this before, I remember.
Yeah.
You just like roll here, and then you just like let off the brakes and just launch over that hole.
What,
Yeah.
off the stump?
Off the stump, yeah.
Holy shit.
You'll be out, you're already out like that. Straight through. What am I telling him for? This is the famous stump section. It's changed loads and loads over years, but this little fella here is drilled into the same hole as last year, I think. But he'll get bent over a bit. Straightest line straight through here, try and get set up high because it's tight around there. Definitely tricky in the way. Yeah, all these little roots that are out here and stuff, they mess you up. But there is a big railing outside turn, but it doesn't really bring you back in a very good position. So I think the more tech line over the stumps will be better. It's good to have something like this in this sort of track, because everyone sort of whinges, oh, it's bike parky or whatever, but it's actually quite tech up here. It's good.
Like as like a wet line, instead of going there, just go here and just hit that pad of dirt and then bounce out to the right. Yep. Definitely better than going out there, I think.
Yeah, I think that out there, you just can't get back across here very well, can you?
But that doesn't look too bad. I feel like that might actually be faster.
Where are you going, Steve?
Just gonna see the rat.
It was so funny, it took out so many riders. And we all thought it was going to be like make or break, bake or make. I think it's so dry now, it's going to be so fast. But it's pretty open now. It'll be good.
Big puzzle.
Everyone stopped here. And it was a massive puzzle here. And it was funny because it kind of went the other way. So instead of crashing. I'm glad I gave it a go. It was actually here that where it all went wrong. New year, different condition. It's going to be amazing.
It's taped a little bit wider coming out this year, so you haven't got that like triple jump down, which I think is better for this motorway section. But there's a bit more option in that top bit.
These two are like hard to get good backside, because they're pretty big, and then the rest are hard to get good backside because they're way too small. So like clear these good, pedal hard, tuck, but then like somehow not land flat on the rest of them. Yeah, if you lose speed, like going onto the motorway, like you basically, there's no way you're gonna do good. Like it's in the dry at least, you know, like on a normal race. Not to toot my own horn, but I've always been pretty good at this section. Like, yeah, I don't know. I've always been pretty fast here, so I don't know why, but I guess BMX background. Yeah, hopefully same again this year. Probably not now that I've said it.
Big, steep, short, flatlander. My scrubs. I wouldn't say I scrub, but I'm good at keeping low. Don't like taking off. Get a bit stiff. Yeah, they've just made it bigger. You know what one year we did on here, like see where that double is? She like just carved up the grass bank and jumped off the grass over to the backside of it. It doesn't look bad, does it? It depends how soft that bit is.
I feel like I usually land on the face of that double.
Off this? Yeah. Carrying speed. Tuck and pop, tuck and pop. This used to be quite rocky where Luca is now. There used to be some like slippy rocks and you'd have to like really commit hard to like slip on the rocks but carry speed out the end of it. But now they just turned it into jumps, so it's a double, triple, and then there's another little double like in the bottom of it. So not quite as tech, but really fast.
Every time you went into the woods last year, what were you thinking?
Pray for me. It was like so hard, it was just like whatever, like probably gonna crash. No, in practice it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Just that last day that was really not so cool. Like it was hard, like hard to get it good, but like fun, like cool, technical. But then just the last day it was like so sticky and like hard to even like roll.
Yeah.
As steep as it was, like you still couldn't roll. It was crazy.
Oh, that looks moist. Slightly moist. Looks like they put a little bit of work in to keep it up in a couple of sections, but yeah, it'll be slicker because it's that stone and like you'll not slow down on that stuff as much.
I feel like this looks way better.
Yeah, I think
There
it
you
does.
have to like, go out and turn on like roots,
Yeah.
and then it's straight.
That turn there's not good. I was just looking at that.
You can just pin it down here and do a little wiggle.
You could maybe pin it through that tree, but I think that wiggle main line, it's going to be a good rut too. Looks good at the moment as well.
Looks like it never dries up in here, eh?
No.
It's like springs and stuff.
Yeah.
I blacked out going through here every time, so I can't tell you.
Tried to forget about it.
Quit asking me about last year, Joe. Fuck, I do remember being here in the race run and I like missed this high line and I was down there and I like so badly like wanted something on my bike to be like unrideable so I didn't have to like get back on it. I was like, it was like a nightmare, but I wasn't dreaming. It was real.
No.
Probably like similar to Karen's that first year, I think, like just roll the dice, like roll them.
Because it was so wet and it was just a big rut, everyone was just getting like hooked up in the rut. There was only one person that got through it like clean and kept his speed, and he won. If you get high there and you're carrying speed, I think it's good, yeah, because it's a break to go through that. They were so brand new last year, it was always going to be a little bit weird, new stuff coming out and stuff, but it's had a year to settle and people have been riding it a little bit. They've benched it up in a couple of places, so I think it'll flow a lot better this year. I think the track looks pretty good actually. It looks in pretty good shape, and the bottom wood at the moment, obviously it's got a lot of wet patches, but it's been mega wet around here and there's a few little springs that are popping up and that, so there's definitely going to be ruts. There's no getting away from that. It could be dry all week, but there'd still be ruts in that section. So I think overall it looks really good. Top's really similar to it has been, and then get through that bottom wood. I think it's going to change. There's going to be some lines developed for sure, which is the good thing about a wood section like that. Steep, rooty, lines will develop. Some riders will be able to just get on it straight away. Others will build up to it. So, yep, should be good for our boys.